Es la que hay, mi gente. Otro episodio más de Un Casco en Historia. We back from vacation. I'm excited. Me and Peter was out in Puerto Rico for our birthdays. Now we back to work. We got a lot of shit coming up, a lot of dope interviews, and I'm fucking excited, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of new things coming up. Shout out to our new sponsors. We got Empire Customs. We got Freaky Vlogs. We got Just Bike Life Fit. A new sponsor. We got WrappedOutGrphx. Super dope. Shout out to all of them. I want to thank all of them. Make sure you follow them on Instagram, Facebook, all of that. I'm actually happy. Today we got one of our first ladies. First ladies here. Yeah, first ladies today, man.
We got WrappedOutGrphx.
WrappedOutGrphx.
We got our girl Wrapped Out here today. How you feeling today? You excited? You nervous? What's going on?
I don't know. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited, you know? Like, it's different when you're on camera. Like, when you're not on the camera, it's like, we just be talking.
Yeah,
but I'm excited,
a lot of people get here and they get, like, a little nervous when the camera's on and stuff, but...
You forget the camera is there, though.
Yeah, it's like, because I know it's there, so it's like, I feel like I'm being watched, like, but I'm good. But, you know, WrappedOutGrphx.
Yo, I got a lot of questions about that, but let's start off smooth. So, how was the drive here? Yo, came from far. I don't want no excuse.
Oh, my God. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Right. Don't pull up. Right.
Yo, invite me again. I'm gonna pull up. I'm like, bro, you live 2 houses away. You could have came. We got people doing
right.
road trips.
Bro, I've been telling people, yo, you can ride with me or Pito, bro. You don't gotta go book guys. You can ride with us.
Listen, and then I felt bad because I'm like, oh my God, they sitting there waiting for me, and when I get here, he's the only one here. Pito wasn't even here yet. So I was like, oh, I don't even feel that bad no more. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm usually always late all the time. Man.
That's dope, though. Nah, it's this is more to have fun, man. Like, we do this podcast. Like, I like this because I just met you today, so I feel like I just met a new friend. Like, so this is what I like about this. Like, we just, you know, like.
And that's what it's about. Like, that's what it's about.
And then bike life got us here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like I'm meeting people from other places I never met, and like this is just dope. I like doing this. Like, I enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing out.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, thank you for even coming and taking time out of your day. I know you got family things going on and more important stuff you could be doing right now. But
you got kids.
Yeah.
Got kids, got baby on the way.
Yeah, congrats. Hey.
Baby wrapped out on the way.
That's fire, man. Yo, Prego está aquí. No hay excusa. Está aquí. Yeah. So what's up? So let's talk about this bike life.
Let's go. Let's get it.
You got a 400, right?
Yeah. I got 06 LTZ 400.
Okay.
How long you been riding now?
So, I started learning how to ride back in 2019, but
so
actively riding, like learning how to wheelie and all of that stuff, I want to say I started, what are we in 2025? I started like in 2023.
So you just started wheeling and you at this level right now.
I just started wheeling, yeah.
That's fire. Y yo todavía no puedo ni alzar el tramo.
I just started wheeling. I didn't. The only thing I knew how to do was ride the bike. That was it. I didn't know how to do. I didn't know how to pop my clutch.
Me está tirando. That's all I do.
So,
I ride a bike.
So like, what made you like want to ride bike? Because a lot of females like scared of bikes, or some females like, oh nah, like I don't want to ride. I don't want to get hurt.
So like in the beginning, it's like I've always had an interest in bikes, but I never really knew anybody that rode. So it was just like. I didn't know, like, I don't know what kind of bike to get. I don't know what, like, I don't know how to do anything. You feel me? So, you know, I had met somebody who was, like, riding and they were, like, into the culture and stuff like that. And him and his friends, they kind of, like, was like, okay, like, this is the, you know, you just starting off, like, a 400 is kind of, like, the best bike to start off on, especially for a female. There's a baby mama bike. Yeah. So I was like, all right, bet. My first bike was a TRX 400. Okay. That was my first bike. So that's what I learned how to ride on. That joint was a hoagie. Hoagie. Got rid of that. And then I got a TRX 450. But I didn't really like it because I was just like, I kept burning my leg on the bike.
Yeah.
You know?
450, I know.
So I was like, so then I went and got my LTZ 400. And when I got that, I fell in love with that joint.
Yeah.
It was smooth. And then once I started learning how to wheelie, it was just like.
You caught on to it quick, huh?
Caught on quick, yeah. And shout out to Forever Her and Ray, my brother out in Camden, my boy B. They was with me the first couple times in the lot. They listen, pop your clutch, hit the brake. That's it. I don't want you to worry about nothing else. Yeah. That's it. Don't worry about distance. Don't worry about keeping your bike up. Don't worry about learn your brake. Learn how to pop your clutch. Yeah. That's it. Everything else going to come naturally.
Right.
You feel me?
That's
so I'm
dope, though, to have even people to do that, because some people nowadays, they don't even want to do that.
They don't want to teach nobody.
They don't want to teach nobody because they think people...
Everything,
you know what I mean?
they think, that person going to get better than me.
Right.
You feel me? Because everything nowadays, I feel like everything is competition. Nothing no more is really like bike life. Like when I first started riding, it used to be so fun. Everybody used to hype each other up. You feel me? Everybody was recording everybody. Mm-hmm. It was really a love for the culture. Now it's more because of social media, everybody want to be the it person.
Right.
But if you look at it, everybody doing the same shit, bro.
Yeah, now the same.
You feel me? Everybody's doing the same thing. What it really comes down to me, in my opinion, is the swag.
Yeah.
It's just swag. That's it.
Swag is different.
Everybody's swag is different.
It's funny because we had these conversations before, and I always said you got Pito that don't do all those crazy tricks, right? But the way he ride his bike is unique. It's him, and it's dope as fuck.
It's his swag.
Yeah, when I was I want to say back in 2009, right? When we used to ride, I wasn't really nice. I wasn't wheeling and stuff like that, but I was around dudes that was nasty,
mm-hmm.
And they used to always tell me, yo, pop the clutch, do this, do that. And that's who pushed me, you know what I'm saying, to do what I wanted to do. But now I see dudes and if you pull up to them and you be like, yo, bro, do this, do that, they looking at you like, yo, who you? You know what I'm saying? It's yo, man, I don't want no problems done.
They take it the wrong way.
And I feel when I first started, so this, I'm gonna go back a little bit. So when I first opened the business, when I first started the business, I didn't want nobody to know who I was. Mm-hmm. Solely because I just didn't want people to think I didn't want oh, she's a girl. Oh, everybody just going to her because she a girl.
Right.
I didn't want people to think that. Right. So I was behind the scenes. I wasn't outside. Nobody ever saw my face. All you seen was my logo.
Isn't your logo you have a mask?
A girl? No, I didn't even have a mask on, and people still thought it was a guy doing graphics.
That's dope.
And I used to be but I kept it that way for I want to say the first year and a half. You feel me? And then that's when I was because I was still going through the losses and stuff that I was telling you about earlier. So it was just I was still in a bad space mentally. So then that's when I was you know what? I'm gonna get me a bike. I'm gonna get on my bike. Again, shout out to Forever. She was like, girl, get on the bike. You gonna learn how to wheelie, da-da-da. And I'm bro, at that time.
You need more friends like that. Yo.
Bro,
I need more friends like that.
At that time,
nigga, I call you to ride all the time. You don't want to come out.
At that time, I was real insecure because I was a lot heavier. I just lost 80 pounds. Hey. But when I first, when I first started wheeling, I was almost 300 pounds, and let me tell you, it's hard trying to learn how to wheelie when you're that big, because it's the strength it takes to hold. I learned how to wheelie sitting down, not standing up. So holding yourself, that was hard. For me to get blocks in, my arms, my upper body strength. You used to see me, in the beginning of my videos, I was up here on the handlebars, you feel me? So I till I started losing weight, and then I wheelie, I learned how to wheelie. That was the summer. Then I had that fall. I had a bad fall. Not even 3 months into learning how to wheelie, and I wasn't even wheeling when I fell.
That's what
always I wasn't even wheeling when I fell, and I was I ain't fucking riding no more.
Yeah, so let's talk about that fall. So how that fall happened?
So it was the Philadelphia ride out, the Barrio Antica, the Colombians. Yep. They come out every year. And we have an annual ride out with Camden and Philly. So. Bro, it was a good day. We had a good day. It was a good ride out. We made it to the end of the day. It starts raining. We was getting chased. and we're getting chased down Broad Street. And as we're getting chased down Broad Street, bro, I'm like, it's raining. My tires was already a little ball, you know what I'm saying? So I already knew. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna start sliding. I need to go home. So I'm going down Broad Street while I'm ahead, like the pack is splitting up literally because of the rain. Yeah. People slowing down, like people, everybody's breaking up. Bro, people were falling, people were sliding.
So it was bad rain.
It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, one guy, like, he was on the bike with his daughter.
Oh, that's
They
crazy.
ran and they slid into a car,
That's
like trying to stop.
Bro.
It was bad. It was really bad. So when I was coming to the light, the car was trying to make Broad Street got 4 lanes. So we're on these 2 lanes, then you got these 2 lanes. The person was trying to turn in front of us like that. So the guys on the dirt bikes is telling them, stop.
Like fall
there's
back
people
a
coming.
bit.
Yeah. So in my mind, I don't know how to drift, bro. I'm just learning how to ride. I don't know how to do none of that shit. So I'm like, I got 2 choices here in my mind. I'm like,
learn today.
I'm either going to try to stop this bike and I'm going to slide and I'm going to hit the car, or
I had one choice.
I'm going to just keep going and I'm going to hit the car. So,
Yeah, you only had one choice there.
yeah, so I was like, I'm going to try to stop. So when I tried to stop, my bike
slid
sideways, caught grip, threw me off. It flipped me. Boom. I hit my head, fell, twisted my arm, fell on my arm. My bike, bro. Now that I think about it, it's hilarious. My bike is upside down. It got stuck on the throttle. So the bike is still running.
Yeah.
And it's going in
That was
circles.
the 400. That was the LTZ?
The LTZ 400. Yeah. My bike, I'm on the floor thrown, and my bike is going in circles, bro.
Yo, I swear, LTCs don't die for nothing, bro.
Yo,
they go through
it's
hell and back.
upside down, going in circles, and I'm like, so I get up, and my arm, from like the weight from me falling on my arm instantly like swelled up, and it looked like my elbow was over here, and I started. Oh my God, my arm is broken. My arm is broken. And the boy's he's like, bro, can you move it? I'm like, he's like, are you good? He was like, you good, man. You gotta get out of here. I'm like, no, I'm not getting no back.
This was your first fall. This was your first
that
fall.
That was my first real fall. Like, not in a lot. Like, my first actual fall in the street. Out in the pack. Yeah. And it was bad. And it just kind of like, that was kind of like a breaking point for me. Like, it was kind of like do I really want to do this?
Right.
Do I really like that was the point where it was just like, you sure this is what you want to do? You want to keep doing this? And
a lot of people give up after that.
Yeah.
A lot of people fall. They're like, yo, I'm done, yo.
And I was out for like the rest of the year. I want to say I probably rode like 2 more times after that.
Okay.
And when that happened, you had kids already, right?
I had kids, and that was the first thing I thought about was my children. And I was like, this is selfish. I'm like, what am I doing? My kids already lost their dad. I said, and I'm out here on a bike ready to lose my life. I was like, I can't do that.
You start getting all
I can't do that to them. I'm like, I can't do that to them. I can't do that to my kids.
What's up, you on?
Real quick, just for the listeners that are out there, you had your helmet on when you first.
I definitely had my helmet on.
I was going for that.
We have to make sure, because it's very vital. The message here is
wear your helmet. I definitely have my helmet on.
And if you want a helmet, you want a dope ass helmet, hit Empire Customs. He's a little busy right now, but hit him up. He will get to you. Yo, this is a dope helmets, man. Like, and just safety. This is the most important thing.
Notice how most of the riders that do come here, whenever they speak, they don't even mention it. Why? Because they got it on.
Right.
Yeah,
it's
I had my helmet on.
That's why they're here telling the story, because they have it on.
But I'm gonna tell you this though. Right before I fell, it was hot. This is a summer ride out. My head was sweating. I kept saying, I'm about to take my helmet off, bro. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm about to take my helmet off. And I usually tie it to the front of my bike. Because I don't be wheeling. I didn't know how to. I wasn't wheeling at that time. You feel me? I was just land rider. So, like, I was wheeling in the lot, but I wasn't wheeling out in the pack. So I'm like, I don't need my helmet. You feel me?
No, we need
and
a
thank
helmet.
God, like, I had my helmet on. And like, my helmet, the whole, literally, the outside of my helmet was all scraped off. And I had the same LV. I had an LV helmet, all scraped off. That would have been my head.
Right. So thank God
that would have been my head. Thank God I had my helmet on. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, I'm done. I'm not riding no more. I got home to my kids, And when my kids knew that I had fell off my bike, they was like, "Mommy, I don't want you riding no more." And I'm like, "Don't worry, I'm not." And then everybody started going around. Yeah, Wrapped Out fell. She not riding.
That's the first thing.
She not riding no more. She not riding no more. Then you had the people talking shit. Oh, that's part of the game. I said, man, I don't give a what you got to say, bro. I said, I'm not losing my life to this shit. Like, I don't get paid for this. I said, I get paid to do the kids, not to bust my ass on this bike. So
it's tough when you have kids, and more like I feel like it's a little more tougher. You're a mother, like, and then you said rest in peace to their father.
Exactly.
So you tell them, it's a hard decision, and if you took a hard spill, like that shit opens your eyes, like. And
I'm a little dramatic too, so I was like, I was snapping. I was just like, I was snapping. Like, shout out to my boy Los and his friend. They had my location because I keep I would keep
we keep
people's locations. And when they found out I fell, bro, they turned right around. They came to me.
That's what's up.
They helped me go put my bike up. He let me keep my bike at his crib. He took me home, made sure I was safe. Like, shout out to them. That's my boy.
Shout out.
You feel me?
That's
shout out to my boy.
That's real bike life right there.
That's real, bro. As soon as they found out, I'm telling you, bro. He called me. Where you at? He was like, I got your location. I'm on my way. Wait for me right there.
So at what point and like what time, right, after you fell, because obviously you was like, yo, listen, I'm done.
I'm done.
So like at what point did you say, I think I want to get back out there. Like, I think I want to ride again.
So I fell. I think that ride. I was like the end of August and going into September. So like the end of October going into November, it was still nice outside. And I was just like, you know what? I was like,
you was itching.
I'm like, I want to ride. And I was like, you know what? I don't got to stop riding. I told myself that. I said, I don't got to stop riding. I just have to be more cautious.
Right.
And I just have to be more cautious.
Yeah,
and
when you ride a bike, you got to ride for yourself and everybody else.
Right.
So it's like you're riding your bike, but I'm watching everything around me.
Right.
I always tell people and new riders, like, just, learn how to ride to control your machine, and then you go out with the pack. And then you see, because riding in the pack is a mess.
Let me tell you, my first ride out, I lost both my shoes, both my sneakers. No bullshit. I lost both my sneakers.
How that happen? How you lose your shoes?
One nigga talking about, can I give him a push start because he got a hoagie. When I start going, hit your brake, like, slow down. So he could go. I went right into his tire. Yeah. My foot got stuck. My sneaker came off in traffic. On Broad Street, bro. The boy behind me picks up my sneaker. He let me give it to you up there. Cool. I kept going. I felt, that was, matter of fact, I felt that was a different ride out. I had fell off my bike that day too, but it wasn't that bad.
Coming out now.
Bro, I fell a couple times, bro. Like, I'm telling you. But that one wasn't, like, traumatic. That one was just somebody went to go turn in front of me, and I hit my brakes hard as shit. And I hit the curb. I hit the curb. I was, like, in between the curb and the car.
Yeah.
And the car went to turn. So I went like that. My tire hit the curb. Boom. I went over the bike. The bike ran over me. My other sneaker flew off. Now both my sneakers is off. And I'm all the way on the other side of the city. My cousin like, you good? I got up. I'm like, I was a little dizzy, but I was like, yeah, we good. Let's go. We out. Get on the bike. Let's go. We out. We get to the gas station. They like, bro, where your shoes at? I'm like, Jimmy got one over there. My cousin got one over here. Bro, I'm like, and that was my first actual ride out. And that was just like a ride out we was having or whatever in Philly. And bro, by the end of that day, when I tell you my thumb, I couldn't feel my...
Yeah.
I was crying because I was trying to lock my bike up, like, and I couldn't even turn the key because my finger was like stuck. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with my hand? And they was like, bro, you been riding for like 8 hours. I'm like, this is what happens? Like,
that's what happens to me now, like 10 minutes in. I swear to God. I'm
that
like,
thumb, yo,
that
I don't know what it is. I think it's the age, bro. I went riding the other day, bro. I was in the trails and I'm like, damn, man, my thumb hurts, bro.
Yo, no, when I tell you, like, I had to use these 2 fingers to turn the key like that because I couldn't use my thumb, bro. Like, and with each fall, you learn you learn to be more cautious, and you learn, like you said, 9 times out of 10 is your fault. You fell, and you kind of look back on the fall, and you're like, okay, this is what I did wrong. I know not to do this no more.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So that's why I was gonna say, like, I learned after every fall. I feel like it taught me more, and I became better. Like, I became better even when I really, like, this past year is when I really started wheeling.
Okay.
Like, you know, I learned how to stand up. I learned, like, how to foot drag. I learned how to,
Oh shit.
you know,
Yeah.
I learned how to foot drag. I learned how to sit down, get back up. Like, you know, and I always told myself in the beginning when I first started wheeling, I didn't care to learn how to do any of that stuff. I said, I just want to learn how to wheelie. Like, I feel like I'm older, and I'm just like, I'm not into the whole, like, I don't want to stand on my handlebars. I don't want to do backflips off my bike. Like,
I think it comes to where, like, you don't, like, you just wheeling and riding for the fun of it. For the love of it.
Right, exactly.
Not for, yo, listen, I'm going to practice this trick because this person doing that, or I need to, like,
or because I won 10,000, 100,000.
Like,
no, I didn't know. It wasn't about that. So when I started learning, like, when I started losing weight, I was able to do more. So it became a lot easier for me to, like, learn how to do more stuff. And when I did fall, my falls were lighter, because I'm not gonna lie, when you're heavier, you fall harder. Yeah. And your falls be dangerous because, like, you heavier, you hitting that floor hard. You feel me? And like, I got my arm, like, my skin, all this was.
I see the roll rash.
It was raw. That was my first roll rash, and when I tell you, bro, that was the dumbest fall ever. I was already tired. Right? I was 3 blocks away from my garage, and Forever is recording me, and she's like, I'm waiting, because it's 2 ways. So it's cars coming this way, and we're going this way. So I'm like, I'm waiting till the cars pass, because I'm like, if anything do happen, there's no cars coming.
Right.
So I go to stand up, and when I went to stand up, you know, on the wheelie bar is the little corner, the middle part. My foot got stuck in the little corner. So when I dropped the bike, my handlebars, my weight pushed my handlebars. My bike went. Bro, I came down when that shit flipped me, threw me off. I scraped my whole, while I was riding in a tank top and shorts, who knows, scraped my whole shit, hit my head. I had a chichon. And I'm just standing there, bro, my glasses, I'm Velma, bro. I don't play that shit with my glasses.
She's what, glasses.
Bro, my glasses was like, she's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Like, where's my glasses?
And I'm like, where's my glasses? Where's my glasses? And I put my glasses on, bro. My lens was missing. I'm like, bro, I need my glasses. I need my glasses. I can't see how I'm going to ride my bike. Like, she's like, bitch, fuck your glasses. She's like, check your head. Oh, my God. She's like, oh, my God, look at your arm. You okay? You all right? And I'm like, bro, I'm good. Where's my glasses? Like,
yo, let me ask you this. I feel like, this is pretty dope, because people tell us about the falls, but she's going in all the falls.
Bro, because I had some falls,
bro.
The
good thing is that she learned from every fall.
Yeah, this is dope.
You know what I mean?
What happened?
A lot of guys don't own up to their mistakes.
Right.
Ella don't know what I see. She sees it.
Bro, you gotta crawl. You gotta. That's it. Where you walk, like.
Happen. It's part of the game.
Yeah. And you gotta get back up. That's it.
Let me.
You crazy?
I'm a beast.
Yeah.
Anyways, let me ask. So, your mother is still around, right?
Yes.
God bless her. How does she feel about you going out?
So, like,
because I know that the kids go to the grandma for you to go out and ride out.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, sometimes like they go between my mom and my grandma, and it's like my mom just be like, she don't really feel no type of way about it. She just always tells me to be careful. That's like when I fall, she just always tells me, like, Shaleen, think about the kids, like, just be careful. Like, that's it. She just tells me, be careful. Be careful. That's it. Because she knows, like, I'm already 32. Like, I'm grown already. So she don't really, like, try to talk to me like a child. Like,
right.
She knows I'm an adult. She knows I'm making this decision on my own. But she's just like, be careful.
Yeah, just be careful.
Just be careful. Be careful. Make sure you got your helmet on. Like, of course she does the whole, like, you know, like she want to say
you
more.
Understand she's in a predicament,
right?
Where, you know what I'm saying, where she wants the best for you,
exactly.
And at the same time, you know what I'm saying, she wants you to do something that obviously,
I enjoy.
Like
that's why she wasn't like, even when I took that hard spill and I got back on my bike, she wasn't really upset with me. Cause she was just like, you know, like that's something that I enjoy doing.
Yeah. Right.
And like I said, that first major fall really, that's what made her. That was like my make or break point and for me riding. It was like, all right, this is part of this. So it's like, if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna do this ain't gonna be your only fall. You're gonna fall again.
That was the game.
And I feel like it's like that in anything, right? So you got basketball players play basketball, you got football players, they get hurt, right? Mm-hmm. You charge it to the game. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
And that's exactly what I did every time I fell. And I'm just like, now it's just like, if I fall, I haven't. Thank God. I have not gonna worry, you feel me? I haven't fallen lately, like, so, like, but it's like, I don't know.
It's the love. And once you get on that, you know, on that
I just
bike,
love it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just love it. And then when I started learning, the excitement that comes from me learning, like, I remember learning how to take my foot off the brake. I learned how to do it in like 2 weeks, maybe. I was like,
that's dope.
Yeah, I was like, you know, I was just like, my brother was like, shout out to my brother, bro. Shout out to my brother, bro. Shout out to my brother, because, like, he's the one who was like he would be
Mr.
there.
Miyagi.
Yeah, like, he would sit there and watch me, and he would be like, this what you, like, bro. Like, when I first started learning standing up, he's like, bro, you're leaning forward. You got to pull yourself back. That's why your bike not coming up. He says, nothing wrong with your bike, it's you.
Yeah.
He talking about, because I kept complaining. I'm like, my bike not lifting up. It's something wrong with my clutches. He's like, no, bro. You're leaning down. You got to pull back. I'm like, all right. So even when I wanted to, like, take my foot off the brake, he's like, bro, just take your foot off the brake. What's going to happen?
Yeah. Yep.
You just, if you go back, you're going to land on your wheelie bar. Just hold your brake, hold your clutch.
You're
going to be all right.
Right.
You feel me? So I started doing that, and it was just like, it was scary at first, but once I got the hang of it, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, this is fun. So I'm like, even when I learned how to no hand, I'm like, I was so scared, because I'm like, if the bike drops, all I kept thinking was, I'm going to fall. I'm going to fall. And, well, I started no hand. I started swinging that bitch. I started tapping that. I remember when I learned my one video and my one reel, I sat down and I took my foot off my gear foot and I twisted it around and I started dragging my leg. And my brother like, oh shit, new move unlocked. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm like, you know, you start, like, you get more, the more comfortable you get, like, the more comfortable you get, the more you, like, not scared to do certain stuff. You're not scared to fall no more. And I think that's important when you fall. Like, you cannot be scared to fall, bro. Because you could break something. You could hurt yourself more than you're intended to get hurt. Like, when I fall, bro, tuck and roll. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got to take the fall. Like,
I always say, you got to know how to fall.
Yeah, you got to know how to fall. You have to, because if not, like, if you try to stop it, you going to break your leg. Right. You going to break an arm. Something going to happen. Like, you got to know how to fall. Yeah, that's like, you really do.
So, you started riding, what, 2019, you said?
Yeah, that's when I first got on a bike.
So, from when your first ride out, your first big ride out, or till now, how do you feel bike life has changed, or bike life?
Bro, it's changed completely. Everything. Like I said, social media took over. Social media took over, and, you know, once they started monetizing it and stuff like that, you know, people like, oh, damn, I can make money off of this.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, it didn't become just about, like, oh, I can make money off of this. It became about, damn, like, that person doing better. That person can do that better than me. Or that person is doing this. They, like, I could do it better than them. Like, you feel me? And I just feel like that's so... That shit corny, bro. Like, if you want me to be honest, I just feel like we're all doing the same tricks.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I said, what it comes down to is just swag. Like I said, too, it's just like, what are you doing so different than the other person that you look at as your competition?
Or why do you feel like...
Or why do you feel like... And that's another thing I feel like, there's nothing wrong with being confident in this sport. But when you start down-talking other people... or, like, you know, disrespecting another rider, like, for what they're doing or their accomplishments, it's just like, bro, It's enough love in this for all of us.
Right.
Look at me. I do graphics. You know how many graphic designers are in the world?
Yeah.
You think that stops me from making money?
Right.
I still make money. Bro, this is a community that's supposed to bring us together. And I feel like at this point it's segregated. It's like this state against this state, or this city against this city, or this. Bro, for what?
Right.
And what are y'all doing it for, and what's the point?
Right.
So what if that person, like, look at me. You know how many girls out here really way better than me? You think I care? You think I'm about to break my neck to do the trick she just did?
Yeah,
No. I'm going to go like her pose and I'm going to go share it.
You see?
Go ahead, girl. I know that's right. You feel me? But I ain't doing it. Like, I'm going to keep on with my little willies and my little one in. And
That's why I'm a land rider.
yeah.
I'm
No.
happy
By
land
the
rider.
time I had this baby, and he better have the wheels up. He
I'ma
better have
have
the wheels up. You want to talk
I'll
about
be
the
willing. When you
graphics?
give birth, I'm going to be willing. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Nah, but
I want smoke. I want smoke.
Nah, there you go.
You got your first battle.
I want
You
400
got your
smoke.
first
Nigga,
battle.
you got your first battle. We locked in.
Let me ask you this: how this whole idea of the graphics came out? WrappedOutGrphx.
All right. So I used to work with somebody who does graphics. I'm not gonna mention no names because it's just messy. But I used to work with somebody. I started a business with somebody else doing graphics, and I just felt like our ideas were like
Not lining up.
not lined up. They wanted to be more like, they just wanted to be in charge of everything and just be dominant of everything and like downplay my ideas and just like their way was the right way. And, you know, so it just got to a point where I was just like, you know what? I could just do my own thing. And at first I kind of felt wrong because like my loyalty, like I'm real loyal. And I kind of felt wrong, like going my own way. But then again, it was just like,
Business is business.
business is business. And at the same time, it's just like I said, there's so many graphic designers out here. So I remember I called my brother. Shout out to S. I called my brother.
Yo, we got.
Yo, he was supposed to come with me too.
Yo, Ash, we gotta talk to you.
S, you was supposed to come with me, bro.
You started this.
He was supposed to come with me, and I remember calling my brother, and I'm like, bro, I want to start my own business. I'm like, I want to start doing the graphics by myself. And he was like, so why you not doing it? And I was like, damn.
That's fine. You can
I was like, damn.
Sometimes you need that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need
and
that.
I was like, well, I said, to be honest with you, I said, I'm scared. I said, I already know that this person is going to like, they're going to like try to downplay me. Like, I'm going to have a lot of people bashing me. Like, it's going to be a lot of hate behind it. Like, I knew that there was just going to be a lot behind it. And at the time, I was still dealing, like, I was still recovering from the death of my kid's dad, like, my kid's father. My sister had just passed away, literally.
Rest in peace.
You know, so yeah, rest in peace to them. And it was just like, I was scared. Because I'm like, I got 2 kids. I'm like, I'm not working. I need to do something. Like, I need to make a move. And I'm like, I feel like this is the move that I want to make. But I was like so uncertain. And my brother was like, just do it. Just do it. He was like, what can you lose? You already,
right.
like, not like you already at the bottom, but like you already like at your last straw. Like, what else do you got to lose? Like, and I was like, you know what? You right. I went, got my printer, got my stuff. I coming up with a name was like,
Yo, that's
probably the hardest thing.
Yes, right? So I'm like, damn, but like, what do I name it? So it has a meaning behind it. Because, like, you know, a lot of people, when you talking to them, you just be like, you wrapped out. Like, bro, I'm wrapped out. I'm done. Like, I'm done talking.
Right.
So that was just like, I was like, you know what? Wrapped out. Like, I'm wrapped out. WrappedOutGrphx. Like, I'm wrapped out. I'm done talking. I'm about to show y'all what I could do. At that time, I wasn't really educated on, like, you know, like, paperwork and having things written down and, you know, this is mine, this will go to you. Like, so it was just like, I was, like I said, my loyalty.
You were still at like a learning stage.
And not even just that, I was like in a real vulnerable stage because, like I said, I was just dealing with the death of my kid's father. He died in 2019. So I was just thinking of ways, and then COVID hit. So I was just thinking of ways like, I need to make money and this is a good idea. And, you know, I was working, but I ended up quitting my job to do that. Cause like it took off, like the business had took off and it was doing good. But then, you know, like I said, like I just wasn't being appreciated for what I could do. And I was just like, you know what? If you think you know how to do it your way, I'm gonna do it my way. You know? And my way worked out for me.
Hey.
You know? And
you make dope shit, so
yeah, and I do it by myself, and it's like it's just me by myself. Answering y'all messages, answering y'all phone calls.
But a lot of people think it's just easy, like you just pressing a button and then just making it happen.
People think it's like I got this big company and it's me at home with 2 kids doing y'all graphics, printing them,
probably got your kids helping
laminating them, shipping them while I got 2 kids. Now I'm pregnant and I'm still out here. You feel me? It's getting nice outside and I'm getting y'all done.
You be back out, right? We should expect you to
I'm back outside. After the baby. Yeah, I'm back outside. Oh, yeah, and then I made y'all...
Oh, shoot.
Look at that.
You wanna help me hold it out?
Oh, snap.
You got the camera here?
Yeah. It's in the middle. Y'all got it.
Got it?
Y'all.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Hey, this is fire. So you guys, you don't make just graphics, so you making banners too, right?
Oh yeah, I can make banners. I can make car decals, bike decals.
Funny thing is, right? Me and Pito, graphics.
Let me roll that back up. Give me.
So thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be back there from now on after this podcast.
Yeah, when I seen the podcast, I'm like, they need something behind there, like.
Where we starting, we working.
No, but you know, it's a little start. You feel me, like.
And it's like you said, like people think like podcasting is kind of like a business. Like,
it is.
Like,
it is a business.
Yeah, like it is a business, but people don't see all the work me and Pito got to put in behind this camera. Like they just think, yeah.
People, you know what
like
it
us
is?
3, we can have. I mean, we don't disrespect each other, but we have disagreement. More me and Ivan. Me and Ivan go at each other because we know each other. But
you know why I always just like exclude.
I'm gonna just stay out of this one. Like
that's me. I just, you know what, we all men.
Yeah.
But like that's how me and Ivan are. Like, and then even with his stuff, with his jokes, and when he does comedy and shit, I'll be like, yo, that ain't nigga, that was whack. That was whack, my boy. New Jersey. I mean. But anyways, so yeah, like people don't see all the work you gotta do behind it.
Yeah,
like,
no,
they just
it's
see
a
that
lot.
we're sitting here talking y ya está fácil. No ven lo que hay atrás, lo que hay que hacer, all the posters we gotta put up, all the people, all the equipment, all this shit is all expensive. Studio time, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, when I first started, I wasn't making no money.
Nah,
like I didn't make no money. All the money, like I bought the printer alone is about 15 to 20,000. That's not including ink. That's not including paper, material. I use good material. I don't use cheap material.
No, that banner is
I use good material because like I take pride. I take pride in the quality of my work. Like
no, that's your name.
That's my name. You feel me? So it's like I try my best. I can't please everybody, but for the most part, I can say like I've been doing this on my own since 2021, and I've had maybe like, I want to say a handful of complaints, and I always make sure that I fix them. Like if anybody comes to me with any type of complaints, something I messed up, a package got lost, anything like, oh, you didn't fix this for me. Like, like I'm making my duty to try to fix it, or work with that, like work with my customers
Not even
the
Nike,
best way I can. But like in the beginning, like I said, I wasn't making no money. Like I literally I started sponsoring riders. My first, I talk a lot, but y'all want to hear me?
That's what you want here for.
That's what we here for.
I talk a lot, right? So I'm a gamer, right?
No
I
way.
play Call of Duty, right?
Hold on.
I haven't played in a while, but I'm a Warzone. You know what I'm saying?
Ya empezó con las excusas.
That's my shit right there. So one day I'm on Warzone and I'm playing with this kid and I'm like, I just started my business. He was from New York. I forgot his name. But he was like, we be riding out here, da-da-da. He was like, follow me on Instagram. And he gives me Menor 125. Why is he Menor 125?
From Jersey.
From Jersey.
Yeah.
Bro, shout out to Menor, bro. That was my first sponsor.
Dominican dude.
Bro, listen, he was like 15, 16 when I met him. When I tell you that boy helped me push my business to what it is today, bro. Me and him, literally, like, that's how it all started. Me and him.
Out of a Call of Duty game.
All of a call because somebody else gave me his Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And I followed him, and he posted a video of him, Willie, and I said, "Yo,
he's
when
nice
we
on
gonna?"
the 125.
I said, "When we gonna do your kid?" He was like, What you talking about?" And I'm like, "Wasn't I just playing the game with you last night?" He was like, "No." He was like, "But what you mean a kid?" And I'm like, I was like, "None." I'm
so
starting
it really
this
wasn't him?
It wasn't him.
Oh,
the kid gave me his
wait,
Instagram. The kid gave me his Instagram.
Nigga
So I'm
said,
like,
follow me, cause eso soy yo.
yeah.
He catfish you.
Yeah, bro. So like I hit Manuel up and then I started talking to him about the whole idea about the business. And he was like, bro, like he was excited. He was like, bro, let's do it. And like I did his kit and then I was like, look, I said, I need a few sponsors. I said, but I really don't know. Like, I'm not really connected in the culture. Like, I know you know a lot of people. Like,
just started,
help
yeah.
me,
Yeah.
find some people. And he was like, I got you. From Manuel, we went to Christian. Shout out to Christian PR out of Harrisburg. That's my boy. Another one.
Wait.
Christian PR
Harrisburg?
from Harrisburg.
That brings memories.
Shout out to him, bro. He pushed my business still to this day. He still promotes my business. Biker boy Georgie from Miami.
He from Mass. He from
Mass,
Mass.
yeah. But he was pushing. He was pushing my shit in Mass and in Miami.
Yeah,
so that was like a 2-for-1 right there, because he had a bike out in Mass that I did, and then the bike in Miami.
Okay.
Johnny from New York, he was pushing my shit. And then all the recent people like R.A., Forever, 400 Carly, damn, I could go on. It's so many people that show me mad love,
So
bro.
you got a lot of love from the.
I started getting a lot of love, yeah, like, but it really started with Manuel and Kristen, and then it just kept going, and then they kept pushing my shit, and then people started coming to me, like, people started taking like risks with me, like, I heard about you, I want to see what your work is like. Boom. Next thing you know, more people coming from them, and then word of mouth just started going around. Next thing you know, everybody in PR was coming to me. New York, Connecticut, Mass, Jersey, LA.
That's why I say the bike
New
life culture is
Orleans.
so strong that like,
Yeah.
you can link up with people from a different state and like grow so much.
Bro, when I tell you I've grown, like when I tell you I've shipped to places that I used to be like, damn, they see my work out there, like, they want my stuff. Yeah, and then when I started riding, like, really riding, like, in the pack and started seeing, like, my work in person.
That's what I was about to ask you. Like,
bro, that's
how does it
different.
feel to see all these riders with your graphics?
Bro, it's different, because, like, nobody knew, like I told you earlier, nobody knew who I was at first. So when I first started popping out, nobody knew it was me.
That is so
yeah,
dope.
nobody knew it was me. So, like, until I got the helmet done with my name on it. And everybody's like, yo, esa es la gráfica. And they're like, tú. Y yo pensando que era un hombre todo este tiempo. And I'm like, bro, the logo is clearly a female, like.
But at the same time, that's what you wanted to pursue anyway.
Right. I didn't really want nobody to know who I was.
Right.
But then it got to the point where I was just like, why not be a part of something that I want to do? And, like, I make money off of it. When I'm out there, people get to know me. They actually get to meet me. They get to know me. I keep a kid on my bikes most of the times, so they get to see my work too. Like, I'm always constantly changing my kids on my bikes. So it's just like, it's just dope. And like, just seeing it in person, like my work, it's just like, damn, I did that. Damn, I did that. Damn, I did that one too. Damn, I did that one too.
That's fine.
And it's
So
like,
how many people you sponsoring now?
Right now, this year, I picked 4 new sponsors, and I chose like people from the younger generation. Okay. Just because I feel like they deserved it more, because like they're like kids, they're in school. They're in school, they're doing good, they staying out of trouble, like they choose to ride instead of being out on somebody's corner selling drugs, getting into stupid shit. Like, they're doing something and they don't have the money to give me $300 for a kid. You feel me? So it's like, they deserve it. Like, they're doing something positive in my eyes. Like, a lot of people might look at the shit that we do like, oh, it's illegal. But to me, it's like, no, I'd rather see him riding that bike than see him
in the corner selling drugs.
On the corner selling drugs or on the news doing some crazy shit. So, like, with my business, like, you want stickers like with your barcode on them to hand out to people or to stick on people's bikes, or you have a small business and you need labels, or you need a banner for something because you're trying to do something, like anything that I can do that's part of my business to help you, I'll do it. Doesn't just have to consist of the bike, you know? Like I've sponsored people who have small businesses and they'll be like, oh, I need labels, or I've done stickers for him, you know, like with his logo on it, like, you know, and then you see him on people's bikes. I actually got one on my laptop. Like my laptop is all tatted up with like stickers that I've done for people.
You about to do one for us? Cause we need stickers.
I was gonna bring y'all stickers too, and I was like,
nah, the banner is dope, and
I was like, let me do the banner, and I was like, I'm gonna send them some stickers.
And you have, I think you right. We both gonna get graphics done for the
people already hit me up.
I'm gonna get the the podcast for the 400. So I'm gonna be hitting you up after this, probably most likely.
So what you ride, a 400?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I better see them wheels up. Better see them wheels up.
Please,
yo, those hospital bills are expensive.
No. Yo, so wait, let me ask you. Are you like? Do you?
Yeah, the funny shit is I'm wild. Like I be doing wild shit. I don't know. I never like, to me, I like seeing everybody do shit. So I just enjoy watching people, and I ride, and I've been riding for a long time. Now you go with me. I'm a trail rider. I'm gonna be real honest. I love the trail. That's what I love. I love going out in the woods. I'm an island boy. I always been. I came from Puerto Rico. So my thing is the trails. And I ride with the pack and shit, and I like seeing all them wild out and do the thing.
But you don't want to. Is it that you don't want to willy, or you scared?
She want the smoke.
No, I'm gonna,
bro.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first started learning how to wheelie, you know, my fear was, I thought that if I would drop too far back, my bike was gonna flip on me.
Like, let's be honest, I do raise my bike. Like, I know how to do all this stuff. I just don't keep going. I don't know. It's not I'm scared, because I'll be.
He's a worm. It's a worm.
Yeah. Whatever.
It's clear to say.
We all started like that. I was a worm.
I'm not a
if
worm,
I was to show you some videos when I first started, you'll be like, what the fuck is
but I
doing?
don't know. The wheeling thing has never been.
It's just not a thing. It's not a thing.
But I'm gonna do it. Watch. You're gonna see. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, I told you I want the smoke. Like after this baby. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he's got his first.
So you already got your first battle set up.
I got a fucking battle.
And I'm gonna be a worm when I pop back out. So you got time,
and I'm gonna have my shit wrapped out.
Period.
So we be set. I'm probably not gonna go to that right. But anyways, but yo, thank you. All right, yo, like I appreciate you coming out here, having this time with us. I feel like we probably left so much shit out.
Yeah, cause
I
listen,
feel like.
You know what's so dope about?
We can have a part 2 with me. You feel me?
A lot of people be shy. She came ready.
Yo, bro. The funny thing is, once again, in the beginning, she's like, "Oh, the cameras, all this stuff," and it's
but once I start talking, it's
and it happens to everybody. But thank you for coming. Thank you for the banner.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Pito said in the beginning, she's our new sponsor.
I look forward to seeing y'all grow. I look forward to I really look forward to seeing y'all grow. Like, I love what y'all doing. I really do. I really look forward to it. And I'm glad that I get to be a part of it. And thank you for having me here. Like,
from our sponsor, Just Bike Life.
Oh, period. Thank you. Yeah, we got a kid in the work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a new mask.
I mean, I can't use it right now, but
next year.
You know what I'm saying? When I pop back out,
He got little stickers, so hit him up. It's right here in the bottom. His page, Just Bike Life it. And and then if you need a helmet, I didn't talk about it today, but if you go on your bike, there should no excuse.
Bro, there's no excuse to not have a helmet on. Take it from me.
If you want a helmet,
take it from me.
If you want a fire helmet, hit up Empire Customs. And and Freaky Blocks for your shirt.
Oh yeah, look.
Our package hasn't come in yet, but still, Freaky Blocks, stay freaky. Always.
Stop playing. Y'all know what's up.
Con Historia. Subscribe, like, comment. Yo, we're coming with a lot. We got a lot of dope ass interviews, and it's gonna be dope. 2 or 3 Pito in the hand with your Instagram, whatever.
I just want to thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking time out your day. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for even sponsoring us, helping us, pushing us. Like I said, the bike life culture to me is so strong that if I always felt like we stick together,
we'd be way bigger.
Bro,
it's unstoppable.
That's what it's supposed to be about. supposed to bring us together. Like I've built a lot of relationships built on these bikes. I met a lot of dope people through these bikes. You know, like even y'all, like meeting y'all. Look at what brought us here.
Right,
the bikes.
Right.
You
Bikes
feel me?
at the end of the day, yeah.
You feel me? Like the bikes at the end of the day. So it's just like, you know, people really need to think about that. You know.
And another message before we go. People think that just because we're on bikes and like we're criminals and stuff like that. We not. I'm not
a criminal.
No, that's what I'm saying. I own my own business. She
Bro, I'm
owns
a stay
her
at home mom with 2 kids.
She owns her own business,
I own my
and
own
we all,
business,
you know,
like-
we just love something that people don't get.
Exactly.
And that's all it is. But like I said, thank you. Follow us, subscribe, like, comment.
Make sure
Sure you get your bike wrapped out.
Yes.
Cause if it ain't
Please,
wrapped
please.
out, what is we ain't.
You're not
They
in the
gotta
bike
go.
life. But anyway,
If
thank
it
you.
ain't OEM, it gotta be wrapped out.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
That's it.